7 signs that your third eye is opening. Let us begin this topic. Om Shanti, my name is Garret. Before I start the topic off, please make sure you guys remember to hit like, subscribe and comment your learnings in the comment section below. I'm dedicated to make 4 videos a week to spread more light and positivity out there to the world. It's also nice to know where you guys are tuning in from so we could actually connect within this space, okay? So, without further ado, let's head into the topic on the opening of the third eye, the signs of it when you are experiencing it, okay? So, this is happening to a lot of people at the moment because there is this good reason for this, okay? It's because the vibrations up there is actually rising in the world, okay? If the energies are conducive at the moment, or people's third eyes are beginning to open, and for some people it's happening and they just don't know what's going on, they felt like something is feeling a little bit weird about them. Many have awakenings, but there are those who are having awakenings triggered by these energies, okay? They are literally being triggered into awakening and their third eye, okay, is opening, sometimes spontaneously, but for those that are on a spiritual path, right, who are seeking and searching, right, there are certain signs and I'll just list some of them for you, okay, because there's heaps of signs that is out there, okay, when you're actually going through a third eye opening, okay. So I'll just give you 7 of these signs, and if you are searching for more, you probably want to comment in the comment section, then I'll create a part 2 for this video. But if not, you could also do your own Google, but know that Google, there's a variant of it and it's all varies, okay. So number 1, first of all, right, you might feel a very deep pressure on the forehead or even on top of the head, right, and it might be between the eyes, okay, here, and it is actually at the center of the forehead. So there was this deep pressure. You will feel like it's like some form of migraine or headache, okay. Now your pineal gland, right, is actually the physical manifestation of the third eye, and that's actually located in the center of the brain, okay. So we've all learned that in the pineal gland video that I created, okay. Now when it's actually clearing out, right, and when your third eye is actually open and its energetic form, right, that's the indigo chakra, the energetic version. When there is this cleansing and clearing out, right, you can feel this pressure in the head, okay. It's energy that is gushing and moving out, okay. It's energy clearing and cleansing, right. It may happen for you during meditation, okay, especially because when you're actually closing your eyes, right, your pineal gland is triggered to secrete melatonin and DMT as well, that spirit molecule, okay. So this spirit molecule, right, could actually send you off into other realities and other dimensions of existence, okay. But when we are actually meditating, right, this can trigger it, so it can feel like actually a deep or painful pressure on the head, okay. Just know that it's normal, okay. Everyone who has a third eye opening, right, will go through this stage, okay. So number 2, in addition, right, when you close your eyes, right, you might experience light flashes as well as different colors, maybe blues, greens and indigo, and it might seem a bit like the aurora borealis, okay, going on in your mind, okay. There's this color flashes, and whenever you close your eyes, right, a person with the third eye activated, right, a third eye open, right, it will feel, you can start to see depth of space when you close your eyes in the darkness, and people who basically don't see a depth of field. So there is a depth when you close your eyes, and that's where the third eye opens up, okay. And now I know that when I actually meditate, right, I have a light that sort of like comes down over me, and I actually see it in my mind's eye. So this is a symbol or a sign, right, that your third eye is actually opening for many. Okay, so if you are experiencing this, that means your third eye is actually opening too as well. Okay, number 3, another sign that your third eye is opening, right, is you're feeling an increased connection with others, and this sort of happens just very naturally. Okay, more empathy, you feel maybe you becoming a little bit more empathetic, right, through that's actually a collective conscious. Okay, there's a common one. You feel like you're much more merged with everyone's consciousness. Okay, but you're just feeling the love a bit more as well. So you're a little bit more compassionate as well as usual, and you're seeing the good in people, and you're able to connect with their energies a lot more. Okay, and because of this connection, right, those who are not on a very high vibration, right, you may be feeling that too as well. So certain times you pick up their energies and it's not essentially yours, so you feel it in like as though it's your own energies as well. Okay, but you're able to just connect with people a lot better. Okay, you feel them there. Okay, you sense someone's there without even looking. Okay, sometimes it's just like the feeling when certain people are following you and your back, and you just somehow seem to know that people is following you. That's that kind of feeling. Okay, you can just know that they are there. Okay, so sign number 4, another sign that your third eye is opening is that you are much more surrendering to the reality that is out there. You're letting creation just wash over you. Okay, when we surrender more, right, we put out all our faith, and actually we trust in creation, God, or the universe. Okay, and we manifest better because our vibrations, right, rises a lot more. So we try to let things go. We don't let it affect us as much. Okay, things we might be worrying about, and this is something that I've been working all along this while, and a lot recently as well, letting go of fears, letting go of worries, and all this no longer bother me as much, you see. And I might have this past lingering in the back of my mind, and it's no longer affecting me, you see. Just trying to allow them in and allow myself to let go. This is the very important stage that everyone that goes through awakening has to actually understand. And this is a sign that your third eye is actually opening, because you're connecting more with oneness of creation, which is love and light essentially. Okay, so sign number 5, another sign your third eye is opening is that you tend to know what's coming up. So it's like you're able to predict things earlier in advance. Okay, so there might be little premonitions, but just not like a vision. It's like a vision in your mind. Okay, in your mind's eye, and might not just be a vision, or it might be a sense of what's coming up. Okay, and this feeling, right, of knowing what is something good or is something more negative, this you tend to like remember anything that is negative that comes up is a challenge rather than a problem. Okay, you just have this sense of something good is coming up as well, or something that is great is gonna happen. Okay, an event is coming. That's a sign your third eye is opening. So it's like you know that there's something that's coming. Okay, and that's a sign of your third eye opening, because you're reading the Akashic records. Okay, the great mass bank of the infinite intelligence of information. Okay, of everything ever has, is, or will occur. Okay, you just know this knowing, right, what's coming up, and you're more connected with these Akashic records. Okay, you're more connected with the mass consciousness, so you just have this sense of knowing about a lot of things in general. Okay, sign number 6, another sign your third eye is opening is that you have a sense that there's just more out there. Okay, there's more than this current 3D reality that we are experiencing. Okay, you probably know that anyway. Okay, because you already experienced all this 3D reality as much already, so you know that there's something more. Okay, there's this deep feeling, but we are sensing it more and more. Okay, we feel that there's extraterrestrial intelligences out there we just know it through and through, you see, and it starts becoming ridiculous somehow, okay? And why everyone doesn't think the same thing, okay? It's like, is you're the only one there that thinks this way, okay? It's like you're the only odd one out. And we start to sense that there's new possibilities, new ways of life, and that this leads me on to the next sign, which is the last point, point number 7, is that you're sensing that something is not quite right with this world that we are living in. You see the system as it is, and you sense that there's new ways of doing things, okay? New ways of educating people rather than locking them up in schools to do their learning. You sense that there should be a different timeline right now, okay? To do with healthcare and pharmaceuticals as well, and a more holistic way of treating ourselves would be preferable, okay? And it also seems like those, some, let's call them like the normies, or we call them the unawakened or the asleep, okay? I don't really like that term actually, but you think, well, how come you're not figuring this out? You just can't seem to understand, okay? How come you can't see it too, okay? But rest assured, they will eventually see it, okay? The awakening is actually gaining momentum, and we'll all get through this in the end, okay? So you'll see new possibilities and not too sure why things are the way they are, okay? When you can see a better way forward, okay? So, and again, right, it's a sign that your third eye is opening, because you're reading the other timelines as well. You're reading other possibilities, and you start to sense your spirit guides. You start to sense other dimensions as well. You see orbs, and you start to sense your ancestors and past lives, okay? And in your soul, in your heart, right, your heart chakra, you remember existences, right, that you've had previously, basically, okay? Your past life regressions as well, where there are other ways of doing things and you want to implement them here in this life, okay? The third eye opening, right, creates a remembering of all these other existences, and you're opening up to your own remembering of your soul's remembering, okay? So just these 7 points I'll be covering for this part, okay? So if you've got any questions, or you want to share your learnings, just please do so in the comment section below. I'm ending this one off, okay? Om Shanti.